Welcome to WonderPaws Tales! Settle in, get cozy, and let's journey to the sunny African savanna for an epic story about bravery, friendship, and finding your true place in the world. As the golden sun rose over the vast African savanna, animals of every kind gathered at the foot of a towering stone structure known as Pride Rock. Elephants trumpeted, zebras stamped their hooves, and monkeys chattered in excitement. Today was a very special day in the Pride Lands. King Mufasa and Queen Sarabi had just welcomed a new cub named Simba. A wise old mandrill named Rafiki stood at the edge of the great rock. He gently lifted the tiny lion cub high into the air for all the animals to see. The herds bowed in respect. One day, little Simba would be the king of the Pride Lands. But not everyone was celebrating. Mufasa's sneaky, jealous brother, Scar, watched from the shadows. He had wanted to be king, and he was furious that the new cub had taken his place. As Simba grew into a playful and curious cub, Mufasa taught him about the delicate balance of nature. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. Simba, his father explained. But you must never go to the dark, shadowy place beyond our borders. But Simba was brave, perhaps a little too brave. Convinced by his wicked Uncle Scar that only truly brave lions go to the shadows, Simba sneaked away with his best friend, a young lioness named Nala. They traveled far beyond the golden grass and found themselves in a creepy, foggy wasteland filled with giant bones. It was the forbidden elephant graveyard. Suddenly, three mean, cackling hyenas surrounded them. They chased the terrified cubs up a pile of slippery bones, snapping their jaws. Just as the hyenas were about to strike, a massive roar shook the ground. It was Mufasa. He swatted the hyenas away and saved the cubs. That night, under a sky full of glittering stars, Mufasa taught Simba a beautiful lesson. The great kings of the past look down on us from those stars, he said softly. Whenever you feel alone, they will always be there to guide you. And so will I. But Scar was not finished with his evil plans. He lured Simba into a deep, rocky canyon and ordered the hyenas to chase a massive, thundering herd of wildebeests right toward the little cub. The ground shook like an earthquake. Simba scrambled up a dead tree, terrified. Mufasa leaped into the dangerous canyon to save his son. He managed to toss Simba to a safe ledge, but as Mufasa tried to climb up the steep cliff, Scar appeared. Instead of helping his brother, Scar cruelly pushed him back into the stampede. When the dust finally cleared, Mufasa was gone. Scar slinked out of the shadows and blamed the poor, heartbroken cub. Run away, Simba, Scar lied. Run away and never return, believing it was his fault. Simba ran far away from the Pride Lands, deep into the hot, empty desert. He ran until he collapsed under the blazing sun. But he was not alone for long. He was rescued by the funniest pair of friends in the world, a wisecracking meerkat named Timon and a friendly warthog named Pumbaa. You need a new motto, kid, Timon told him. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. Simba decided to forget his sad past. He lived with Timon and Pumbaa in a beautiful, lush jungle. They ate colorful, crunchy bugs, swam in cool waterfalls, and sang songs all day. Years passed in this carefree paradise, and Simba grew up into a massive, strong adult lion with a thick, red mane. One day, a fierce lioness chased Pumbaa through the jungle. Simba jumped in to protect his friend, wrestling the lioness to the ground. Suddenly, he recognized her. It was his childhood friend, Nala. Nala was overjoyed to see him alive. But she brought terrible news. Scar had taken over the Pride lands and let the greedy hyenas destroy everything. There was no food and no water. She begged Simba to come back and take his rightful place as king. But Simba was still afraid of his past and refused to go. That night, Simba met Rafiki in the jungle. The wise monkey led Simba to a glowing pool of water. "Look down," Rafiki said. Simba looked at his reflection, and the water rippled to show his father's face. Suddenly, the clouds parted, and a giant glowing shape formed in the starry sky. It was the spirit of Mufasa. "Simba, you have forgotten who you are," the great king's voice echoed. "You must take your place in the circle of life. Remember who you are." Filled with new courage, Simba raced all the way back to the Pride lands. The beautiful savanna, he remembered, was now gray, dry, and lifeless. With Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa by his side, Simba marched right up to Pride Rock to confront his uncle. Scar was shocked to see Simba alive. A fierce storm broke out as the two lions battled at the very edge of the cliff. During the fight, Scar finally admitted the truth. He was the one who had caused Mufasa's fall. Hearing this, Simba roared with newfound strength and pinned Scar to the ground, finally defeating the wicked uncle once and for all. Scar was chased away, never to return. As the battle ended, the dark clouds opened up, and gentle rain began to fall. The cool water washed away the dry dust, bringing life back. To the thirsty earth, Simba walked slowly to the very top of Pride Rock. He looked up at the stars, feeling his father's presence in his heart. Then he let out the loudest, most powerful roar the savannah had ever heard. The elephants answered with their trunks, the zebras stamped, and the monkeys cheered. The true king had returned, and the circle of life was finally complete. Thank you for joining us for this incredible adventure here at WonderPaws Tales. Remember, just like Simba, you are braver than you know, and your true friends will always stand by your side. Sleep tight, dream big, and we will see you next time for another magical story.